Welcome back, underwater astronauts. My name is Jamison, and in this guide, I'll be covering where to find the Snowfox jump module in Subnautica below zero. Let's get on with our guide. As is the usual on the channel, we will be starting at the base of this structure here that I like to call Iceberg Island. Those are the coordinates there in brackets for anyone who would like to use console commands. As for everybody else who would like to find this the normal way, start at your drop pod. Now your drop pod can spawn in one of three locations, so the distances will vary from 150 to about 350-400 meters, but the gist of it is just head north-northeast until you start seeing ice shelves, a landmass, and a bunch of penguins, and you'll eventually find Iceberg Island. And once here, we're going to hop in a sea truck. Once we are in our sea truck, we're going to want to proceed directly southwest for about 1800 meters. Now this journey will take us through both the ocean and on land, so for the ocean portion of this journey you're going to need a sea truck obviously, and a depth module of at least Mark 1, as you will go to 200-300 meters worth of depth. And as for the land portion, you're going to want a scanner obviously, because there are things to see along the way, but it's optional. And then of course some way of managing your heat and to body temperature, whether that be a cold suit, a fevered pepper, a thermos, or walking around in a prawn suit, up to you. But just make sure you don't freeze to death, and that you have a scanner to scan things in the area. But if you just want the jump module upgrade, all you need to do is make sure you don't freeze to death on the land portion, and maybe take a flare or two with you, as we will occasionally run into snowstalkers, which is the only hostile you'll encounter on land. And as for the hostiles in the water, there aren't really any, unless you count the eye jellies, which only do damage if you aggravate them. So, once again, eye jellies are hostile in water if you hurt them. Snowstalkers are on land, they may or may not harass you, so the gear you will need, without a doubt, is a sea truck with a depth module Mark 1, some flares, and some way of staying warm, and optionally you can take a scanner to scan things in the area. With that being said, it's very simple. In reality, all you need to do is take a sea truck and not freeze to death. It's very simple. And you keep heading southwest. More and more eye jellies are coming into view now that we're coming to the edge of this glacier. Keep descending. Through all the jellies. Just keep on going. Make sure we don't hit them. Just keep going. And there's our tunnel to the right that we need to take. Lots of little baby eye jellies. And we're going to start going through this tunnel. This system does veer in a few directions, but you're going to want to hug the left side for most of the journey. And whilst you're exploring, if you do feel like you've gotten lost or turned around, just keep an eye on your depth gauge. You should be slowly ascending if you are in the right tunnels. And here we are. We're going to start surfacing now. Should be a little ramp over here that the penguins use. Just be aware that the snowstalker is occasionally in the area, and maybe it may or may not be having a swim. So hop on out, have a quick look you're safe, and then proceed to run like hell. Up here we turn right and go through this cave system here where all our light sticks are. There are fevered peppers in this cave if you are freezing. but you should be a-okay. Run into the cave. You will start to warm up in the cave because it's a temperate cave. You're going to go west out of the cave. In this little tree area, there's usually a snow stalker behind that rock. And we're going to head over to that Altera platform to the southwest. Just keep an eye out for our friend. Run up the hill, turn right over here. Keep on running to our TerraCorp's platform. There's a few crates worth looting. And on top of this table here should be our Snowfox jump module.
New technology acquired.
And there's our Snowstalker friend. And just like that, guys, your Snowfox can now jump over obstacles. And since we've gotten what we came out to do, I guess I'll conclude the video. So if you liked this or found this useful, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, by all means, give us a thumbs down. And of course, if you'd like to help myself and the channel out, please don't be a stranger. Check out some of my other content, and or while you're at it, hit that subscribe button as well. Once again, my name is Jemison, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.